Morning, everyone. Right, so last night I got a little bit obsessed with the Bitcoin chart and was going over and over it, looking for possible different scenarios. So, if you look here, you can see that at the moment, this is a daily chart. The daily chart is quite overbought. But that doesn't mean we can't get another high. Now, recently, I've been calling for this move up here, if I can just highlight it, there, as a leading diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But there is a possibility that it's actually played out on a smaller time frame. Hold on, let me just show you on another chart. So if I'm going to go to trading 2 and 2 now. Right, so the 5 up I'm counting ends with the 5 up here on the other chart. But there is a possibility that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the 5 ends here. If so, this would be a wave 2 pullback. And this would be the start of wave 3. Now, I'm not completely convinced that's the correct path. Because this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up is okay in terms of the length of the waves. Like the wave 3 isn't the shortest. Each wave you can count in 3 waves because that could be A, B, C, A, B, C, and there's an A, B, C in there and an A, B, C in there. So it could. The only thing is this top here, if that was the 5 here, it only hits the 1.238 extension. So it's a little bit low. Then that would be a wave 2 pullback. Then this would be 1, 2, 3. We'd get another pullback soon, and we'd get another high soon. And the next high would probably take us to around about 37,000, which I've been calling for anyway. But if we do pull back here, make another high to 37,000, I'm going to start to think that this is actually what's playing out now, and not the path that I've been following recently, and I'll explain why. So, if we go to here now, and zoom into the last move up, which is what I'm counting as wave 5. Hold on, if I can select it here. So here. Because we're in a leading diagonal up, you would expect a ABC. Now, this is the fibs for the ABC here. And if you look, I'm going to have to highlight a cursor, sorry. Right, if you look here, we've already touched the 1.618. The C wave has. It's actually just hit it exactly, then rejected. Now, if this is to come back and pull back here into the area I was talking about yesterday around here, then go back up and make another high, it's going to break through the 1.618, which is sort of going to invalidate it being a C wave, and it then needs to be classed as an impulsive wave up, wave 3. So, if it pulls back, holds this area, goes up, makes a new high to 37, I'm probably going to switch to this path here, which means, I'm going to do a count on it now, that the leading diagonal would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'll do another count for the next move up, which would mean we've now already got a 1 in place to here. We've had a 2. We are now going up in 3, which will take us up to here. Pull back to probably there, and then anything up to in between here and here. Technically, it normally goes to the 2. So if this is what's playing out, and like I said when I zoom in on this chart here, if we get another pullback here and another high, then I'm going to be classing this here, which is the same move here, as wave 1 of 3. So we'd get 1, up to 37. 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete 5. In fact, I'll put that on the screen for you as well. Let's just change the colour of this one because let's just change the colour of that one to black so it's different. Now, I'll do that count for you. So, if we pull back, make another high before having a proper pullback, I think I'm going to switch to this count, and that we're already in wave 3 up. Obviously need to be cautious because I don't want to get caught out with a pullback, but I was going over it for ages last night and it makes sense. So if this was wave 1 of 3, it would be 1. Oh, sorry, I've just done that wrong. Right, okay, hold on. Start again. So yeah, it would be like this. So 1 would probably finish about 37, pull back to here, up to the 1.3, pull back slightly again. If I can just, sorry, I'm having a nightmare this morning. There we go. Yeah, right, and then this moves across here, that moves across there, and that moves across there. Right, I'll put this in a different colour as well, so we'll go for red, or no, we've already got red, go for green. Right, so, there is a potential that this is playing out now, and how I'm going to determine that is on the next pullback. So I think we have either maxed out now on this chart here, and we're about to have a decent pullback. So if we have a proper pullback now and come down into this lower yellow support box, or even the further down into the purple box, then we know that the leading diagonal was my original plan. Was my original plan, which is here, there, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're getting a pullback into 2, then off afterwards up into this 5-wave move here, the green. But we could already be in this one here, which means we could end up at 50k a lot sooner because we're not going to get a decent pullback. So it's going to be interesting to see which one of these bullish paths plays out. If it's this red one here, I'm not really expecting much of a pullback now. We should just carry on up. If this one plays out, then we should get a pullback down into this area first. So for me now, it's all about the next high. I'll zoom in again, just to repeat it one more time. So if we get a pullback and another high, and we hit 37k area, I think that's just wave 1 completed. We will get a half decent pullback, but let me look at that chart again. It will probably only come to maybe, so I can hardly see, my eyesight's terrible. So yeah, it'll sort of, see, it works out nicely actually. Look, if you do this green count here, the 2 pulls back to about 31, which if you look on here is literally where this blue line is here, right at the top of the support and resistance area. So it actually fits really well. So right now, I'd be very cautious on shorting Bitcoin, guys, because there is a possibility we're already in wave 3 and about to go through the roof. So I'm going to be very careful on what happens next. But like I say, if we do break the high, we will be expecting a pullback to 31 anyway from 37. But then it will literally be off to the moon. But if we was to pull back now, before another high, we might come a bit deeper. We might even get more into the middle of this resistance box down here, or even down here. But if this is to make one more high, then pull back, I expect it to hold this area, then go. But if it pulls back now and carries on, we could end up deeper in here. So that's about all for now, guys. But yeah, be very cautious shorting this market. There's a very good chance we're already in this green count here on the larger black count, which means we're going to go up fast.